Welcome back to One Mind Tracks. That was Jellyfish Babies coming back from 1990. I am your host, as always, Emma Sedam. My co-hosts today, Erin Howard and AJ Ward.
Hey.
So, we were talking a little bit during the song. The voice that Andy Sturmer has, he's from California. I thought he was British when I first started listening to their music. And Erin was talking about kind of the opposite.
Yeah, like a lot of acts from other countries, it seems like they try to have like Americanized accents.
Mm-hmm.
Like I get shocked when I find out that most of the new bands I hear are Australian because I can't hear a lick of it.
It happened a lot, like especially in the 60s, because the Beatles tried to Americanize their accent for a little bit because a lot of their influences were American bands like Chuck Berry and
Buddy
Holly and
Johnny, maybe not Johnny Cash, but yeah.
Chubby Checker. They really liked him. Little Richard. So they tried to Americanize accents, and because they were so good, American bands were trying to emulate British accents for a while, and that's where you get like these weird accents, like Billy Joe from Green Day. He's got like the punk accent or whatever is like a mishmash of like an American British accent. And that's kind of where that came from.
And then, like, whatever Ezra Koenig does. I'm not... Like, I always thought maybe he had a speech impediment, and then I started listening to his podcast, and I'm like, no, he just sings like that. And I love Vampire Weekend. Don't come after me, please.
Yeah. He's just adjusting his tone settings.
I'm sensitive.
Those hardcore Vampire Weekend fans.
I'm going to come after myself.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're fine as long as you don't talk about Taylor Swift.
We have no opinion.
Don't get me started on her accent.
Where is it?
Oh, but then, like, people who just lean into their accent, like Idols or Courtney Barnett, it's like, tone it down, dude.
Dial it back.
Our next song, it's about time we wrap up, so I guess I should say that first. It's about time we wrap up. But if you like what you're hearing here, or if you think we'll get better over time, which we will, promise, because this is our first episode in 2 years. So.
Yeah.
Golly.
But either way,
we're not used to you seeing us, so I'm just like,
I have a face for radio.
Shut up.
And I have a body for the basement. Wait.
Don't worry, I'm gonna chain you back up after the show.
I'm Shrek.
Not again.
So if you're enjoying what you're seeing, or if you are curious, make sure to subscribe to us here on YouTube. And also, you can follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, but I don't update that. And we just got an Instagram, so you can check out at One Mind Tracks on Instagram. Also, we're getting ready to launch a few new shows. That's the plan anyway. We're going to be launching a show about deep dives into an artist's discography. That's called Collected Works. WWCD's Adam Latek will be joining me on the first episode of that. We're going to be talking about They Might Be Giants. Also got some other plans for a show called Music Court, where we talk about whether a song copied another song or not. We're going to be doing... What am I forgetting? I'm already forgetting something. I'm going to be doing a new music roundup and a Power Pop Power Hour. So look forward to all of that, please. And also tune in here every week for a new episode. I put this playlist together, and I was talking to my coworkers about it, and I explained the playlist to Tom Butler, and he's like, "Oh, you're playing The Boys Are Back in Town?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah." I forgot to put it on the playlist, but how could you miss that song? So thank you, Tom, for reminding me to have this song on the playlist, because I totally spaced out. So yeah, like I said, the next song is going to be, the final song of the show is going to be The Boys Are Back in Town by Thin Lizzy. Now, AJ, you had some information about the band.
Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
know.
Thin Lizzy, this is Buck Wild. He was unique in so many different ways. Phil Lynott, he was the chief songwriter for like 14 years until he died tragically in an accident. But he was the first, and there's just so many things to add to this. He was the first black Irishman to achieve critical rock and roll fame and success. But not only that, he was the bassist, which if you know anything about playing bass and singing at the same time, don't. It's hard. It's like, you got your Phil McCartneys, you got your Les Claypools, you got your Thundercats, and those guys are great, but you're not them.
Did you say Phil McCartney?
Phil McCartney? No, Paul. I might have said Phil McCartney. His plumber brother.
Go on,
Anyway.
AJ.
That was it. He was called the Ace of Base. He was really cool. He had to deal with a lot of discrimination because he was Irish and black growing up. And, America may be good at racism, but we learned it from you, Dad, UK. Okay, so the band had his back all the time for that, and that was really cool.
So the next song we're going to play, obviously, is the best-known Thin Lizzy song, The Boys Are Back in Town. If you know anything about this song, like, you would assume it's, like, their single, their big song. But actually, they never picked it to be on the album. They picked 10 tracks, and that wasn't one of them. And then at some point, they heard that this one had been released as a single and was picking up traction, and they're like, what? So we're going to round things out today with this one from Thin Lizzy. The Boys Are Back in Town. Be sure to tune in every week for One Mind Tracks. I've been your host, Emma Sedam, and will continue to be so after the conclusion of this program. My co-hosts today have been
Erin Howard.
Yeah, and I'm AJ Ward.
Let's try that again.
Yeah, let's try
You
that.
can find them both on social media.
Yeah, I have an Instagram, but it's like just a personal one. I don't make music. I don't do anything. You might catch me out doing karaoke somewhere. That's it.
Yeah, I'm at AJ the Ward. I do music. Fairly frequently, just not there. Those are mostly just pictures of me. But also I'm on SoundCloud, AJ Ward 2. I do live shows, which I will keep you posted about.
You can catch me at Emotions Leaking on most social media, or you can follow One Mind Tracks, and you can email us with suggestions for themes, songs you might want to hear on it, etc., etc. It has been great spending this time with you. I hope you'll be here next week, and either way, have a great one.